This is reposted.
Today, we're joined by Gianna Sullivan. She is a happiness expert with more than 27 years of experience running programs that help underserved populations. She spends her time sharing the mathematical formula of happiness and why it's within our power to achieve 90% happiness. I've been looking forward to talking to you for a while. Thank you for joining us today.
My pleasure. It's an honor to be on your program.
Thank you. Well, I want to kick off with something I got from you, and you say why living a life of gratitude will not make you any happier. That goes against everything I think and what I've been saying on this podcast for the past year. Tell me why I'm wrong.
Well, because we grow up with this misunderstanding that you'll be happy when you get married, you'll be happy when you get divorced, you'll be happy when you win the lottery, you'll be happy when my kids are in school again with the pandemic, that type of thing. And happiness is actually a state of being regardless of any circumstance. So that is why gratitude is a little different. We're grateful for many things that we do in our life. But the state of being, of peace, of joy, of clarity, purpose, and just being happy is within.
I feel like you sort of assert that there's a set level of happiness for each person, and you try to unlock them to get there. And you use this set point theory of happiness. Did a little digging into that, and that says that our level of subjective well-being is determined primarily by hereditary and personal traits ingrained in us early in life. So if it's ingrained in us early in life, how can we ever be happy? Because we never were in charge of it in the first place.
50%, science has proved that 50% are genetic in our happiness set point. Okay. So genetically, yes, there is a 50% set point there. Now, the other 40% is that which is more based on behavioral aspects. So, and those behavioral aspects can be changed. Those are the cellular neural pathways in your brain that can be changed. And the other, and if that was 40% happy all the time, then you're always 90% happy. And the other 10% is really the transitional things that happen in your life that may cause sadness, but they're temporary things. So we know that attitude is really everything on the road to happiness. And so you have to have an expectant attitude. But the thing that's a couple things. We have 60,000 thoughts a day. 60,000. 95% of those thoughts are the same thoughts you had yesterday. And that means if you're thinking poor me or negativity, or you have some kind of, it's against the law of attraction. Positive attracts positivity. Negative attracts negativity. So if you have negative thoughts, okay, then 80% of the time you're being robbed of happiness. So that's the basis. The law of attraction is if you think something positive, positivity follows you. So that's what science has discovered, that the negative responses that we have and the repeated negativity will actually reinforce into our brains in a neurological order. And so what happens is if we want to begin to generate something positive and change that pathway, then we have to kind of repeat the positive behavior instead of the negative behavior. And at first it's uncomfortable. It's almost what happens when you go through recovery with addictions. You got to change the neurocellular pathways in your brain.
That completely tracks with me, and I get it. But something Larry and I talk about often, and I don't think we have the answer, is do you need hardship to experience happiness in a more fulfilling way? Like we would say that maybe Prince Harry has never had any resistance in his life and therefore might not be able to achieve the same happiness as someone in the third world. But I'm curious what you think about that.
No, you do not have to have, my opinion, you do not have to have hardship in your life to be happy. We are created good. We are created with love, and we should do what we love and love what we do. And sometimes we are exposed to feelings and emotions, and we allow our thought processes of wanting to be acknowledged, to want to be respected, instead of uh, looking at it like an artist's palette. You put the little colors and you paint. Your mood sets the tone. And so they're all different colors and shades, but if you put the darkness and the gray on a palette, it's all going to be dull and yucky. So if we are created with a different aspect, one with a purpose, and rather than exploit those differences of negativity, then we should be able to change our attitude and use positivity in those differences.
Okay, Gianna, I'm going to give you a hard one here. I'm going for this. Is there such a thing as fake happiness? Because I see these people that seem like they're happy all the time, and whether they're happy or not, they are seeming to be happy. And you just said, if you're positive, you'll attract positiveness. But I know that somebody can't be happy all the time. So is there such thing as fake happiness?
Well, yeah, I do believe that. I mean, look, we all live a life. It does not mean that if you are happy that you won't have circumstances that might happen and befall you, and you can't just fake be happy all the time. I mean, it's how you respond to the situation that corrects how you have your level of peace within you. So, I mean, certainly you can be happy, but you could have an unfortunate circumstance that happens, and you have to be realistic with yourself and say, oh my gosh, but how am I going to respond to this unfortunate situation? I have two choices. I can be really down or negative or poor me, or I can see it as an opportunity of light, a challenge to overcome, or we learn from a situation. So just have to approach it differently. Are you a victim or a victor? So yeah, you guys are great. You're really something. Oh
So
my goodness.
you've been doing this for over 27 years, and I'm guessing you've come in contact with a wide range of people, and you help underserved populations. I've traveled and I've found that the people that seem to be the happiest are people I've run into in the third world who don't have anything, and they seem genuinely happy. Do you see a common thread from people who have more money, more problems, or like, is there something to that?
Um, I think sometimes the more we are given, the more we expect. And when you give without seeking consolation, or if you give just to be, and you are generally grateful in the sense that you have your life, your good health, or you're in a situation where you are, but there's something great in your life coming, or you're there. Like today is a great day being here. You just are my heroes today. You made my day. So you think of it that way, it changes. There are very simple people. They love other people. That means so much to them that they're not really seeking success and power. Success uh, comes when you're happy, and happiness is really where your true success is. Success doesn't make you happy; it's the happiness that gives you success. So that's, I think, what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so I don't mean to make you unhappy with this question, but you are a certified happiness coach. And so I assume that people expect you to be happy all the time. Are people ever bummed out that you're not happy and you should be happy all the time because you're a certified happiness coach?
I'm a genuine person.
Okay.
I'm a person that, like you, have feelings.
Oh,
And
wait a minute. You're not a robot? I had my suspicions for a second.
but I am upbeat and energetic, and I do a lot of praying and meditation, and which is, science has proved that is so important for your peace and good health. And I love, and when you love people or love things, but I love people. I have a passion for people. When you love, genuinely care about the other person, then that shows. I mean, that there light around you. Everyone has, waves of light, and they've been proven that this is transformational. There's been science even in water through Pittsburgh studies and stuff. That if you even look at a water and you give love to water, give positive thoughts to water, that water will crystallize into something beautiful.
Okay.
If you have yucky, it'll turn into something almost diabolical. So,
well, we have your Zoom handle now, so we're just going to randomly call you every once in a while and see if you answer happy.
oh, okay.
Keep you accountable.
Gianna Sullivan, thank you so much for joining us today. If you want to find more about being happiness or the mathematical formula, you can go to fasttracktohappiness.com. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Andrew, for Larry and Gianna, saying thanks for stopping by.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for that, Larry. I agree.